Welcome to London, UK. In today's video, we're going to check out the top attractions in London so you know what to check out when you come visit here. So if you're ready, let's go explore London, this amazing city. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 22 of the best things to do when you're in London, and these things are awesome. I'm going to show you where to get the best view for free. I'm going to show you where to go for high tea. I'm also going to be showing you where you can get these awesome strawberries that are amazing dessert, where you can take a photo in a photo booth that's not filled with graffiti, where to do your shopping while in London, and all the main tourist attractions and sites. So if you're ready, let's get going. Coming in at number one is where we actually shot the intro for this video, and that is in Piccadilly Circus. Now, Piccadilly Circus is like the Times Square of London. It's very cool, has all the screens wrapped around, very pretty looking streets, a lot of souvenir shops. It is pretty busy at all times, no matter when you come here, but if you come to London, you have to visit Piccadilly. It almost feels like it's the heart of the city, right? So it was an awesome day when we visited here, so when you come to London, make sure you check out Piccadilly Circus. There's lots of shopping to do here as well. Coming in at number two is Soho. Now Soho is a very pretty looking area as well. We found it when we were actually in Piccadilly. It's down like a side street connected to the Piccadilly area. And in Soho, you will find the famous Carnaby Street with the famous Carnaby sign. Super touristy and super cool at the same time. A lot of people come to the street to check out the sign. So if you are in London, I recommend to check out this area. Next up, another one of our favorite areas in London, which is Covent Garden. We love coming here because of all the restaurants and the cafes, and you can actually find really good street performances here as well. I'll touch on that in a little bit. There I am, just enjoying the market and getting ready to go for one of the best experiences in London, which is high tea at La Durée. If you're in London, you have to come check out the high tea. Let me show you what we got. So for £20 per person, you get to choose what flavored tea you would like. They have so many different options here. I got a vanilla flavored tea. It also comes with your choice of 2 macaroons and 2 scones. There you see me pouring the tea. It did drip a little bit, but you know what? I'm not an expert on this yet. Overall, the food was really good. The tea was excellent. I really recommend high tea if you come to London. Cheers to everyone watching this video as well. Next up, if you're in London, you need to go watch a street performance because the street performances in London are on a whole different level. These guys are super professional. It's like a real performance that you would actually pay for. You find them in the tourist spots like Covent Garden, as you can see here, or Piccadilly Circus. So if you're in London, check out a street performance. They are awesome. Next up, we went to Victoria Embankment Gardens. This is a really cool park. I know it's not commercially advertised like Hyde Park, which we also went to. I didn't add in this video because I actually enjoyed this park more. It was nice and peaceful to walk through. It wasn't super touristy, and you get a great view of the London Eye peeking through this park. They also have a restaurant in this park, which looked like a nice place to go grab a bite, as well as a little outdoor gym. Next up on our list, I recommend you check out the Hungerford Bridge and the Golden Jubilee Bridge. We found this bridge after leaving the park, another little gem. It was nice walking over this bridge, and a little secret from this bridge, you get an excellent view of the Big Ben with the trees and the cars and the street. You also get a great view of the London Eye from this bridge. Really good if you want to take photos of not too many people around. So I recommend you check out this bridge when you are in London. Next up, because we're in the UK, I had to add this one. When you're in London, you gotta pay for a public washroom. You gotta do it at least once or twice. They're gonna get you somehow. So just a little fun one I wanted to add. Next up, number 9, you gotta ride the tube when you're in London. This is a whole experience on its own. It's like its own tourist attraction. It's not like the New York City subway or the Toronto subway. The tube is awesome. Such a big system. Huge trains, and the train stations are very nice, way nicer than the ones we have in North America. So when you're in London, make sure you ride the tube at least once just to say you did it and you checked it out, because it's a whole experience on its own. Also, another notable mention I want to share with you, when you're in London, you gotta ride the double-decker red bus. Go to the top floor, front row, and enjoy the ride. It's awesome from one of these buses, a great experience as well. Next up, when you're in London, you need to visit Harrods. Harrods is a luxury department store that is 8 floors. It has the cheapest items on the bottom floor, and as you work your way up, it gets more expensive. Everything here is pricey, but it's worth just the window shop and check out Harrods when you're in London. That's exactly what we did, but we actually picked up a couple food items to try and rate them and see if it's worth it for the high price. I did do a video on this. You can view it on my channel. I will put a link in the description. So if you're in London, make sure you do come check out Harrods. Next up, number 11, go to a supermarket in London, okay? They have the most amazing fresh counters for getting food. You can get fresh sandwiches, so many different options from different breads to different meats, as well as ready to go meals. Like you'll see these fajitas here. I've never seen those before. Nachos ready to go. Fresh looking pizzas. The fresh counter for takeout food here is incredible. It's worth checking out if you're from North America. Even the pastas and the meals. So if you come to London, check out the grocery store. You won't regret it. Next up, after the grocery store, go shopping on Oxford Street. Oxford Street is where all the stores are, especially one of the most popular stores in Europe, which I'll show you in a second. But they do have all small boutiques and regular stores as well as that store right there, one of the most popular stores in Europe, Primark. You'll also find stores like Nike, Apple, H&M, all those stores are in that area, great for shopping. Next up, number 13, super touristy, but you gotta do it when you're in London. Go visit Big Ben. Now, you can get good views of it from the river across the street, or you can go up close like we did. Overall, if you're in London, you gotta visit Big Ben at least once because it's one of the main attractions, right? It's like the Tower Bridge. Hopefully next time we visit the Big Ben, it is a bit more sunny and less cloudy. Next up, if you're in London, you gotta go visit a cafe, sit down, enjoy a coffee, enjoy a pastry. The cafes here are really nice. They do have nice outdoor areas as well. And also if you're in London, visit a pub because it is pub culture. Next up, number 15, this is something free. Go to the Tate Modern Museum. It has 100% free entry. Yes, I know free in London doesn't go well in a sentence, but actually is free. You can see me here walking around just happy to be here. The museum is huge. Like I said, it is free, but they do have paid exhibits, so I'm just tapping on which ones are paid and trying to figure out which direction to go for the free collection. Oh, right there, perfect. So we checked out the museum. It was very nice. A lot of great artwork on the wall here. And this museum in North America looks like one that you would actually have to pay for. So I was impressed with the quality of this museum overall. And a little secret trick about this museum, you can actually get the best view of London from this museum for free. And I'm going to show you that in this video in a second. There you have my wife just finding an activity because she needs something to keep herself busy. But while she was doing that, I was going to go find this view. Number 16 on our list, the best free view of London. Better than the London Eye in my opinion. You find those doors, it's on the 4th floor by the cafe. And you get this amazing view of the city. I was just standing there taken away by this view. Especially because it's free too. You know, most of these views in London, you gotta pay. So it was awesome to get the view from the Tate Modern Museum. I really recommend it if you are in London. So this museum is something free you can do while you're in London. I know it's super hard to find free things to do, but in Canada or the States, this is a museum that you would probably actually have to pay for. So overall, I'm impressed with the museum here, and if you're in London, I would recommend to check it out. Also, if you're enjoying this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and I would really appreciate it. But besides that, let's get back to the video and keep exploring London. Next up on our list, number 17, visit Leicester Square. Leicester Square was very nice. It is a little bit crowded, but it does have an M&M world there, which makes up for it. Super popular, cool store. And it has the best deal on food in all of London. For £4.79, you can get a burger, fries, and drinks only at the McDonald's in Leicester Square. Little joke there. Next up on our list, you're going to want to go to Borough Market when visiting London. Now, one thing about Borough Market, super busy. You got to be super cautious about pickpocketers. They even announce it when you're walking through there. But besides the crowds, it's an awesome market. Really great food stands. I just wish it wasn't so crowded because we had a hard time finding something to eat. We actually had to go to a sit-down restaurant because the crowds were just insane, like I said. We were looking for a good taco restaurant and we found one. We found this place, Taco El Pastor. So if you're in the market, if it's too busy, find a restaurant around the market and go eat there and then go back and explore the market. We got al pastor tacos, of course, and there's my wife squeezing the lime like she's back in Mexico City. And I enjoyed these tacos. You know, for the UK, these were actually pretty good tacos. I know they're not traditional English food, but hey, you only live once, right? And then after you get your food, you got to get the famous strawberries from the Borough Market. Now, these strawberries, the line is insane, but it is worth the wait. They are so delicious, so fresh, and super chocolatey. You can see it there. We were ready to taste test these strawberries. We've seen it all over TikTok and social media. We knew these strawberries were going to be good. There's my wife. She went in for a big bite, and then I was ready to try these strawberries and see if they were worth the hype from TikTok and Instagram. So there I go. And you know what? They were Go Explore Mat approved. They were fantastic. Super fresh strawberries. The chocolate tasted excellent. So get that if you are in London. Number 21, you got to visit Hayes Galleria. This is another little hidden gem in London. Not too busy. Super nice inside. Some restaurants and cafe. And a secret tip that no one's sharing with you. If you want to get a good picture inside of a phone booth that doesn't have any graffiti on it, it's super clean and not dirty, come to Hayes Gallery. Those phone booths are in excellent condition. Number 22, getting to the end of our list here, you got to visit the Tower Bridge when you're in London. Another one of the most famous historic sites in London and super worth it to check out if you're there. You get a good view from afar, you get a good view from up close. We viewed this bridge from so many different angles. We also walked across it. And after we walked across it and we were tired, we were ready to go to one of our favorite bars in London, which is right next to the Tower Bridge. We enjoyed a cold beer while cheersing and relaxing and celebrating the end of this amazing tour of London. So that's gonna wrap it up for our tour of London. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up. And if you can, please subscribe to the channel. I will really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. So long from London.